Okay. Just tell me when to go.
Stop.
Okay. My name is Karen Hoffman. I'm the director of Priceless in South Africa, Priority Cost-Effective Lessons for System Strengthening. It's a health economics unit, but we have other group disciplines with us, which include anthropologists, sociologists, public health practitioners, and recently a lawyer. So we like to look at things from a very holistic point of view. The work that we've done that's been funded by the IDRC Canada has been a huge effort in South Africa. And most recently, in April of 2018, the country passed a sugary beverage tax in South Africa, which is a first for South Africa and for the continent of Africa. We are absolutely delighted. It is sadly very badly needed because there is so much obesity in South Africa. About 60% of all women in South Africa are either overweight or obese. And many people don't even see that because it's become the norm. People are drinking large numbers of sugary beverages. Approximately 31 kilograms of sugar is consumed by people in South Africa over each year. Each person consumes 31 kilograms. And on average, every day, a person consumes at least 1 or 2 sugary beverages. So it's an epidemic that really needs to be stopped. We know that the sugary beverage tax is not the only thing that needs to happen, but it's a beginning. It's a first step in the right direction. And we are so delighted that both the Department of Health and the Treasury have this as a combined effort. It really has been a combined effort. We work very closely to policymakers. We don't do any of our research without consulting first with the policymakers, and we did the same with the sugary beverage tax. It was a pleasure to work with them. There was a lot of pushback from industry as this was going on, and we were lucky enough that in South Africa there were also civil society groups and wonderful media people who discussed with us on a regular basis what was going on, when there was pushback, what the public thought. We had to spend a lot of time going to speak to the Treasury, making presentations. The evidence that was produced was critical for this implementation research to happen. And that, of course, was funded by IDRC. We had to work very closely, as I said, with the media, who didn't always understand exactly what was going on. We had to explain to them why this tax, even though they called it regressive, which meant that it affected the poor, was actually progressive for the health of the poor. We're very concerned about equity in South Africa because there are many people, even 25 years after the end of apartheid, who remain very poor and don't have a lot of money. And so for them, this is an extra tax. On the other hand, we also know that in the case of, for example, the issues around cigarettes and tobacco taxes, there's a tobacco tax in South Africa, after 25 years, instead of 40% of the country smoking, we now have 20%. So we're very happy with that kind of example. There was a lot of pushback, and there is, even now that the tax is instituted, a lot of pushback from industry who say, we don't need this, we're reformulating. In the meantime, we are doing some work that deals with evaluating the tax. That is some more implementation science. Is it working? Also partly funded by IDRC as well as others. And we are really delighted to be able to have this opportunity because implementation science shows you what works and what doesn't work. And as far as we're concerned, we are a research to policy unit, but it's not just academic for us. We want to introduce solutions in South Africa and to make sure that things happen on the ground. And that really is what implementation science is about. So we're very grateful. Thank you.